Thursday night football takes Breckinridge County High School as the Grayson County Cougars make the short trip north as they try to continue on a big win last week against Muhlenberg County. It's Grayson County and Breckinridge County on a Thursday night from Harnsburg. And a good evening and welcome to Breckinridge County High School for tonight's coverage here between the Grayson County Cougars and the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. It's Sam Gormley with you tonight. We're high atop the press box here. We're outside amongst the elements. Thankful for no rain here tonight in what should be a great contest between the Grayson County Cougars and the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. Coming up on our locker room show, we're going to introduce you to both teams. We are going to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Brian Jones, and of course give you the keys to victory for tonight's game. As that comes up and more right here on the locker room show on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Cougar football on K105.
The Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers enter this game with a record of 0-6. As only 5 of their losses, though, have come on the field as there was a COVID-19 cancellation, as well as they technically lost to McLean County earlier this season, but like Grayson County lost to Barron County, it really wasn't a quote-unquote real loss. As the Tigers are playing what is only their second home game of the season, as the first was not until September the 17th, a loss to Owensboro here at Tiger Stadium. Breckinridge County made the playoffs last year as the number 4 seed before falling to Owensboro 81-6, and a Tiger loss tonight would match the longest losing streak for them against Grayson County in program history, as it's happened twice previous that Breck County has lost to Grayson County 6 times in a row. Kyron Watkins is the starting quarterback for the Tigers, 16 of 38 for 321 yards, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He missed the first 2 games of this season. Watkins also a threat to run, 41 rushes for 202 yards and a touchdown. James Spitzer is a backup quarterback. Parker Davis will also throw some passes out of the backfield for Breckinridge County. Michael Johnson, their leading rusher, 74 carries for 437 yards and 4 touchdowns, 5th in the class in average rushing yards per game. He did not play last week against Graves County due to a foot injury, and when I was watching in warm-ups before the game, as right now they're lined up in a line and I can't really see numbers, he was not out there, at least not that I could see. That would be a huge loss for Breckinridge County because Michael Johnson is a really, really good running back. James Spitzer will probably be the running back that'll get most of the carries, 25 carries for 63 yards. Jonathan Walker will also get some carries out of the backfield, 7 carries for 31 yards and 1 touchdown. He had that against Graves County last week. Evan Miller, he's the man you're going to have to watch for out of the as receiving the ball. 5 catches for 166 yards and a touchdown. He is averaging 33.2 yards per catch. Jonathan Walker has 3 catches for 80 yards. Parker Davis has 5 for 33. Jacob Henning and Liam Clark have each had 1 catch on the season. Offensively has been a struggle for the Fighting Tigers this season. They average just 10 points per game. Their season high is 24 in a loss to Anderson County, as they're averaging only 2.5 points per game in the last 4 against Grayson County, including being shut out twice. Defensively has been a struggle as well for the Tigers. 46.8 points per game and have allowed at least 44 points in 4 of their 5 games. Their season low in points allowed, that's 34. Pass defense allows 138.6 yards per game. Rush defense is giving up just over 200. Daniel Shane is their leading tackler, 47 total tackles. Jonathan Walker right behind him with 42. So Shane and Walker have combined for 40% of the team's total tackles on the year. They forced 7 turnovers, 5 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions. Kyron Watkins leads in takeaways with an interception and a fumble recovery. Sydney Tucker is the team's main kicker. She's 2 of 5 on PATs this season. Also a very good, not only just a very good soccer player, but a very good basketball player as well. The Tigers are coached by Brent Hoddle. He's in his 11th season with a record of 21-90. Grayson County, good news to bring you. We'll bring that to you next on them and introduce you to the 3-3 Grayson County Cougars. That comes up and more right here on K105.
When someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister, I can play with my brother, I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
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 Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Cougars and Tigers are close to getting underway here tonight. Grayson County enters with a record of 3-3. As the Cougars last week picked up a win over Muhlenberg County 50-13 that snapped a 2-game losing streak. It was their most points scored in a game since November of 2018 in the win over the Mustangs. And it's kind of interesting because the Cougars had less than 200 total yards but yet scored 50 points. Now obviously 3 onside kicks, a fumble recovery will play into that, but something that was interesting when you look at the statistics of that game. The Cougars have won 5 straight in this series against Breckinridge County, and 11 of the last 12 against the Tigers. Breckinridge County has only won twice since the year 2000. Cal Preps, which is a service actually based out of California, but they do a very good job at predicting games, predicts a 42-14 win for the Orange and Blue tonight. Kaylor Decker is the starting quarterback for the Grayson County Cougars. There's your good news. Decker is back in the lineup tonight after missing the last 2+ games this season. He's 30 of 40 for 358 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. He's not played since the Butler County game, but played sparingly in that one. Decker has also rushed 29 times for 287 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hunter Felty filled in admirably as the backup quarterback. He was 10 of 18 for 166 yards and a touchdown. Chandler McCready and Michael Wood will be your main running backs. McCready, 56 carries for 382 yards and 7 touchdowns. Michael Wood has been serving as a wildcat quarterback of sorts, 40 rushes for 228 yards and 6 touchdowns. Hunter Toms has 18 catches for 323 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's averaging 17.9 yards per catch. His total receiving yards ranks 13th in Class 5A and 47th in the entire state. Michael Wood, 7 catches for 80 yards. He had a touchdown last week against Muhlenberg County. Owen Bratcher has 7 catches for 77 yards. He is the longest reception of the season for Grayson County, which is 47 yards. Offensively, the Cougars, 34.8 points per game, again coming off their first 50-plus point performance since November of 2018 against Graves County, and only the 13th time that the Cougars have scored 50-plus points in the history of the Grayson County football program. The team is averaging 318 yards per game totally. Scoring defense, 24.2 points per game. They allowed 13 points in the win against Muhlenberg County last week. Rush defense, 115.8 yards per game. That's 12th in Class 5A. Pass defense, 143.6 yards per game through the air. Hunter Toms is the leading tackler, 39 total tackles. He has nearly 20 more tackles than the next highest on the team. Defense, one of the things that they've been very good at this season is forcing turnovers. 10 total takeaways on the season, 5 interceptions, 5 fumbles. Keaton Hodges leads the team with 2 interceptions, while Jaron Van Meter, Cooper Goff, and Hunter Toms each have 1. Justin Sims has 2 fumble recoveries. Toms, Van Meter, and Michael Wood each have 1 as well. Wood, well, he just took his fumble 18 yards for a touchdown in the win against Muhlenberg County last week. Team has only 2 sacks in the season. Ben Rogers and Will Scott. Rogers, though, out for the season for this Grayson County team. Jackson Kane, the kicker, he's 11 of 14 on PATs and 1 of 2 of field goals. But the story of him, he had not 1, not 2, but 3 onside kicks against Muhlenberg County last week. And if we're being more honest, he probably could have had 4, if not even 5, with how the ball's going. As Coach Jones was saying, you never know. I mean, that onside kick can be a dangerous weapon, and to recover more than 1 is incredibly impressive. But to recover 3 of them when you probably should have recovered 4, I mean, how could you not be happy with that performance? And I mean, you look back to that Muhlenberg County game, Grayson County had less than 200 yards of total offense and scored 50 points. That's unheard of. And yes, you look at it, they did get a defensive touchdown on, a special teams touchdown technically, because it came after the fumble recovery on the punts. And then they had all those onside kicks. It helps out a lot. But still, I mean, all that matters, as Coach Jones always says, is you just got to, the most important stat is points. And last week, Grayson County had more points than Muhlenberg County. Looks like it's senior night here tonight at Breckinridge County High School as they are announcing all of the seniors, and they've actually stopped the clock out on the field. And it stopped right now at 19:57 on the clock, as it looks like they're finishing up with their football team. Looks like they got about 4 players left here tonight, as actually Breckinridge County, they don't have school tomorrow. So they will not be going to school. Grayson County Schools does have school tomorrow, but next week is fall break. And I know one of the questions that has been asked about is next week Grayson County potentially was looking into picking up a game. But that's more than likely not going to happen. As I was talking with Coach Jones a little bit earlier today, and I think he said if one falls in his lap in the next 36 hours, he'd potentially think about it. But he's reached out to some schools, and nothing's been able to match, as a lot of schools are taking this as the fall break. And I think Coach Jones is just going to take that the same for this Grayson County team. So if that does not happen, Grayson County's next game will not be until October the 15th, which will be a home game against Ohio County. And then they'll travel to Owensboro, host Hart County, and that's the regular season. It's crazy that we're already this far along in this 2021 regular season. as this season has flown by for Grayson County. Again, the Cougars are 3-3, 1-1 in Class 5A District 1, and their head coach is Brian Jones. He is 8-6 in his second season at Grayson County, 20-56 overall. And we'll get his thoughts on the matchup next, as Grayson County and Breckinridge County are looking to get underway here tonight. It's Thursday night football here from Breckinridge County. We'll hear from Coach Jones, get his thoughts on the matchup next, as this is Cougar football on K105.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403-246.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe.
It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Brian Jones. And coach, your offense had less than 200 yards last week, and you scored 50 points for only the 13th time in program history. How impressive was that for your offense that they didn't have many yards, but they capitalized when they had it?
Some of that goes back to special teams. The onside kicks led to some short fields. The scoop and score off the punt, led to points. And so some of those things are a little misleading at times. We didn't play on our own side of the field a whole lot in that game. So that's going to lead to some less yardage when you're finishing in the end zone. But, it was nice to see us, score when we needed to and get some big special teams plays and things like that. So the yardage wasn't there like we would have liked to have seen, but, the one stat that matters is you got one more point than them on the scoreboard, not one more yard. So, we scored the points we needed to get the win, and that's, ultimately what we're happy with.
We talked a little bit before the game last week and after the game about everything your team has been through off the field this year. How proud are you of your team?
Oh, absolutely. Couldn't be more proud of my guys. Week in, week out, day in, day out. They're a great group of kids that, get along real well together, and we don't have inter-squad issues and things like that. And they care about one another and take care of one another and help each other when they need it. And, and ultimately that's, those are the things that we want to see is these character traits that are going to lead them to be successful later in life.
Kaler is back tonight at starting quarterback. Two-part question with that. For one, what's that mean for your team? And two, how impressive was Hunter Felty filling in?
Hunter did a great job. He started the Butler County game for us, and we were doing some single wing stuff that, took some pressure off of him, but he played well. Then to come in against a very good Graves County team, and I felt like he gave just tremendous effort, and at times was getting beat up. And then this past week, Muhlenberg County, again, I thought he did all the necessary things to help ensure that we get a W. So he's done a really good job, and I've been very pleased with his play, tremendously pleased with his effort and toughness, to be honest with you. But, it's great to get Kaler back. He's a coach on the field for us. Just got a great understanding of what we're trying to do offensively. I think he, gives the huddle a little confidence when he's in there. So we're excited to get him back and cleared, and to know that, he's healthy and everything like that. And, his last outing was a little bit of time in Butler County, but his last start, was an impressive game. And hopefully we can get that out of him tonight.
Thursday night football this week, one less day to prepare. Does it matter? How do you do things differently, or is it really just another game?
We tried to get started on Sunday this week and had a meeting with the kids, the varsity guys, just to kind of go over Friday night stuff and get that done and over with from last week, and then implement the beginnings of our game plan for this week. And so we tried to get started a little earlier than normal, knowing that it was a short week, but also knowing it was going to be a busy week. Tuesday and Wednesday we had some team obligations, and so not only was it short, but there were some things we had to get done. And so it's I think probably some of the outside things that we had going on this week were probably a little bit tougher than us than having the short week. So it's been an eventful week, but I think the kids have had a great week of practice when we've been able to get out here and get on the field. I think they've done a good job of trying to focus in on that, and so that I'm proud to see out of them. But I don't think the short week hurts us too much. I just hope we can get out here for 2-3 hours and kind of let everything else go and be kids and enjoy playing the game, and hopefully with great effort, we'll come out on the winning side.
Breck County enters without a win on the season, but they have some great athletes on both sides of the ball. Do you have to have conversations with your team to ignore records or ignore what has happened in the past, or do you think the Butler County game earlier this year was kind of a wake-up for that?
We very rarely talk about records. I don't know that it's come up one time that what Breck's record is. We talk more about their personnel this week. Michael Johnson's as talented a running back as we'll see. He's as good as the McKee kid, I think. The McKee kid has more to go with him, which I think helps him. But there's no doubt Michael Johnson's as talented as anybody will see. And then the Watkins kid that plays quarterback, super athlete, and he can hurt you and go the distance anytime he takes a snap. So we've talked about those things more than the fact that they haven't won a ball game. They faced a lot of adversity on their side. Early in the year, they were without Watkins. They've had some games where they've been without Johnson, and so I don't think their record is fully telling of their ability and what they're capable of. I don't know that we've seen a 100% healthy, firing on all cylinders Breckinridge County team, and so we've told our kids, look, they haven't really had everybody, and when they put the pieces together, they're dangerous, and so we got to do our job.
Breck County, 2 of their players on defense have combined for 40% of their tackles. As an offensive play caller, do you work around those guys, or do you really just play your game and they're going to get what they get?
Yeah, I haven't. At times, I guess if there's a super dominant guy out there, you may try to go away from him or things like that. But, I think for us, we're going to try to do what we do, and if we need to make some adjustments in game, we may do so. But we're going to start off with our initial game plan of things that we think can be successful for us and things that we like to hang our hat on, more so than trying to avoid or game plan a specific player. We're trying to game plan more of their team scheme more than anything. So, if those guys show out and prove to be some problems, we may make some changes in the game. But initially we're going to start off trying to run our stuff.
A win tonight puts you in a good position to be making the playoffs. What do you need to do to pick that up?
I think we got to win the turnover battle, field position, finish drives, and we got to start from the open whistle. Can't let them hang around because they're dangerous. And, I think if we do those things, things could be favorable for us. But if we don't do those things, it gets pretty reminiscent of Butler County.
Coach, good luck. We'll have more coming up in the locker room show after this.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back to Breckinridge County. Your keys to tonight's game for Grayson County to pick up a win tonight. Don't overlook the opponent. Breckinridge County, it doesn't matter. They've got great athletes. They can still win. Second one, don't try to do too much for Kaylor Decker. It's his first start in a couple of weeks. Just do what you've been doing. Don't try to do too much. Third one, focus on the details. Sometimes those small things in a game where you are the better team prove to be the difference. And the fourth one, win the day. You're the better team tonight. Come out and prove it. Play-by-play is next here on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
It's time for football in Harned. The Grayson County Cougars and the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers close to getting underway here tonight as the Fighting Tigers have been in their they got the blow up that they're running through, and here they come right now. They've been in there for about 2 or 3 minutes getting ready to come out as they've been fired up and ready to go. There goes the fireworks, and that means it's time for some Thursday night football here from Harned. Sam Gormley with you tonight as this is WKHG Litchfield K105. It does look like Grayson County is going to get the football first. So Breckinridge County going to be kicking this one off. Cougars last week picked up a 50-13 win against Muhlenberg County, and in that game they scored 50 points for the first time in almost 3 years, and only the 13th time in the history of the program. But they only accumulated less than 200 yards of total offense. Obviously, misleading stats can be everything, but it's just one of those things that they were great at taking advantage when they had the opportunity. So it looks like we're close to getting underway here tonight. And Breckinridge County to kick this one away. Looks like it is going to be Sydney Tucker. Tucker, the senior kicker for the Fighting Tigers. The whistles have been blown. And we are about to get underway here tonight from Harned. Tucker will kick from right to left on your radio dial. Very, very light wind, nothing more than just a slight breeze here tonight. It feels very nice here from Tiger Stadium. And Tucker's opening kick is on the ground, and it is going to be caught on the knee by Grayson County at the 44-yard line of their own. So that's where they are going to start with the ball. Looks like Owen Bratcher was the man who fell down on top of that for Grayson County. Cougars will have the ball on the 45. Grayson County led out onto the field by starting quarterback Kaylor Decker. Decker getting his first start since the McLean County game, 30 of 40 for 358 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception on the season. Has also rushed for just under 300 yards. Cougars opening it up, working from left to right on your radio dial. And in the shotgun formation will go Decker. He'll throw a screen out to the far side to Bratcher. It's complete. He's outside the numbers across the 50-yard line into Tiger territory before he's shoved out of bounds. As he's shoved out of bounds by Jonathan Walker. And that'll be a pickup of about 7 yards for Grayson County and into Breckinridge County territory. Grayson County, the starting offense. That offensive line, Sawyer Drake, Tanner Finley, Ethan Hall, Waylon Bruce, and Will Scott. Of course, Kaylor Decker, the starting quarterback. Chandler McCready in there running back. Michael Wood will kind of be running back. He'll move into the slot, move outside sometimes. Bratcher and Toms, along with Jaron Van Meter as your wide receivers. Ball placed on the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2 coming up for Grayson County, 30 seconds into tonight's game. They'll go trips here to the near side. Ball placed on the far hash, faking the handoff. Decker's going to keep it up the middle across the 45, up across the 40, where he's brought down from behind. In there on the tackle for Breckinridge County was a number 9, who I don't have on my roster for the Tigers. That'll be enough, though, for a first down. Cougars up to the 40-yard line. Grayson going in a hurry-up offense now. This time they'll move the trips to the left side. Decker in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it again across the left side. He keeps the legs moving up to the 35-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up for Grayson County. Again, Cougars going hurry up. Decker against McLean County was running this to perfection and has missed the past 2.5 games, and it's not happened as much. Hurry up's tough to run. They'll hand it off this time to McCready. In his steps, he dives forward across that left side. Gets about 3 yards on the carry. As multiple Tigers were in there on the tackle. Looks like the first man to hit him was Dalton Jacobs, the 6-foot junior. It'll be up to the 32-yard line, 3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 2 coming up for Grayson County. They need to get the ball to the Breckinridge County 30-yard line. Decker gets the play call from the second-year head coach Brian Jones and delivers it to his team. And I'm sure for Kaylor, this has never felt better than right now playing football. Cougars will go trips here to the near side. One wide receiver to the left side. And an official timeout is going to be called. Looks like something Jaron Van Meter dropped something on the field for Grayson County. And they blew the whistle to let him go and pick it up. Breckinridge County showing blitz. They're going to rush 5. Handoff up the middle, 4. It's kept by Decker. He's across the right side. Spins towards the first down marker, but it looks like he's about a yard short. As that spot will actually end up putting him half a yard short as he needed to get to the 30, and he got to the 30.5-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and inches coming up for Grayson County. 9 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. No score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. What do you draw up here? Potential quarterback sneak situation. Hunter Felty is in the game right now for Grayson County in at quarterback. Low snap, it's a bobbled snap. Felty's going to have to pick it up, and he's swarmed and brought down for a loss. Cougars are going to go turnover on downs. Not a good snap. Felty wasn't able to corral it, and Breckinridge County is going to get the ball back and hold Grayson to no points. So the Fighting Tigers are going to be led out onto the field by their senior quarterback, Kyron Watkins. He's also missed time this season, 16 of 38 for 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. So the Tigers are going to get it on their own 40-yard line after the Cougars turn the ball over on downs. It does look like they are going to be again without Michael Johnson, who missed last week's game with a foot injury. The running back is Walker, standing behind Watkins. Walker fakes the handoff, throws on the slant. The pass is complete to Miller at the 50-yard line, and he goes down to a knee. And that's near the first down marker. It'll depend on the spot, but it does look like it is enough for a Breckinridge County first down. So the Tigers pick up a first down on their first play of the game, and it'll be first down and 10 coming up for the Cougars. Grayson County defensively running the 4-4 look. Scott, Hall, Drake, and Bratcher of your defensive front linebackers. Van Meter, Raymond, Bruce, Felty for Grayson. Man in motion goes into the backfield. Spitzer. Watkins has got to keep this himself, and he's got to pitch it out to the far side across the 50-yard line, and running out of bounds at about the 46-yard line was James Spitzer on the run. Spitzer gets it up to the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards. And it'll be second down and 6 coming up for the Fighting Tigers. 8 minutes, 47 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Still no score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. Sam Gormley here with you on the call tonight. Of course, you can also watch our game via K105 Digital Productions. Tigers send a wide receiver out to the right. It is Jacob Henning. They're going to send 3 down here to the near side, including Evan Miller, who is their leading receiver. They'll go pistol formation for the senior quarterback, Watkins. He checks his wrist, looks across the defense, and a timeout looks like it is going to be whistled here by Breckinridge County. So a timeout taken by the Tigers. It'll be second down and 6 with 8 minutes and 29 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Really cool moment happened here while we were playing our interview with Coach Jones, where the two teams came together for a prayer circle, and they surrounded the 50-yard line in honor of Chandler McCrady's father, Eric McCrady. It was a really, really powerful moment here today. Of course, if you don't know, Chandler's father, Eric, passed away last week after a battle with COVID-19 at the age of 36. Chandler, of course, scored 2 touchdowns in the win against Muhlenberg County last Friday, just a few days after, as the funeral for Eric was earlier this week. And I know that the Cougar football team was there to support Chandler throughout this week in what has been an incredibly difficult week for this Grayson County football program. Playing with heavy hearts tonight as we come out of this timeout. But a very cool moment, and major props to Breckinridge County for setting that up and making it happen. They'll go pistol formation, second down and 6, ball placed on the Grayson County 46-yard line. Man in motion, goes from the far side. It is Spitzer. Watkins rolls, and now he's going to run up the middle, and he's brought down right there and driven backwards. Ethan Hall was the first man in there for Grayson. No gain on the play. Third down and 6 coming up for the Grayson County defense. Of course, if you just joined us, Grayson County started to drive the ball, had the ball 4th down and inches. They sent Hunter Felty in at quarterback, and the snap was low and bobbled, and he just had to fall down on top of it, and the Cougars went turnover on downs. In fact, they do give him a very generous spot up to the 45-yard line. So it'll be third down and 5 coming up here for the Fighting Tigers. They're going to load up the box here in this situation. Pistol formation once more for Watkins. 7:45 to play. Watkins will pass. Looks to roll out to the far side. Throws off into the flat. It's incomplete. Off the hands of Spitzer. And Breckinridge County will have 4th down and 5 coming up. As Watkins was rolling out, and he was being chased by a Grayson County linebacker. I believe it might have been Waylon Bruce that was chasing after the Cougars, and it looks like Breck County is going to punt this one away. Kind of a tough decision here in this situation. I'm sure they're going to just try and pin the Cougars back deep. Looks like Kyron Watkins will be back deep to punt, as I know Breckinridge County has sent multiple different men back to punt at times in this season. But with a quarterback back there, you got to watch for a potential fake. Watkins isn't going to fake this one. Gets it away, and it's a pretty good punt. Jaron Van Meter will catch it back at the 8-yard line. Van Meter up across the 15-yard line, slips a tackle at the 20, keeps going across the 25, lowers the shoulder and gets up to the 30-yard line. A 22-yard return by Jaron Van Meter after a pretty good punt by Kyron Watkins. And that's where Grayson County is going to get the ball back with 6 minutes and 49 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Officially, the ball is placed on the Grayson 30-yard line. Decker will go back out at quarterback. Of course, he is back after missing time as he appeared in the Butler County game, but has not started since the third day of September against McLean County. Decker fakes the handoff, throws off on the slant, and it is complete at the 35-yard line and getting it up to the 40 near the first down marker is Hunter Toms on the pass completion. That's enough for a Grayson County first down. Cougars are coached by Brian Jones. He's in his second season with an 8-6 record, 20-56 overall, and his 8th overall season coaching. Quickly moving, faking the handoff to McCready and carrying it across the left side, across the 45, up across the 50-yard line goes Decker on the quarterback keeper. And that'll be enough for another Grayson County first down. That's the epitome of the read option. And Decker had a perfect read in this situation. Again, Grayson County goes hurry up in this situation. Trips down here to the near side. And this time McCready is going to get the run across the 50-yard line, but he's brought down not further after that, a gain of maybe 1 or 2 yards. As in there on the tackle was Michael Yakubovich. And we're going to have a timeout taken now by Grayson County with 6:09 to play here in the first quarter. As it looks like it's only a 1-yard gain. So both teams have taken early timeouts here on their drives here in this first quarter. Not a lot of scores to bring you tonight. In fact, there's only 2 games that'll be really of much interest to you in this area. One district game is happening tonight. Owensboro is making the trip to Muhlenberg County, and it is Owensboro 14, Muhlenberg County 0, 9:44 to play in the first quarter. So Owensboro strikes first against the Mustangs. And the other game that is happening is, I believe it's Warren Central and Warren East. We'll try to bring you those updates. Again, not necessarily a direct Grayson County connection, but it's at least close to Bowling Green, as Warren Central is looking to snap like a 57-game losing streak. They have not won since October of 2015. Out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Grayson. Ball placed from the Breckinridge County 49-yard line. 2 wide receivers down here to the near side, 1 to the left. It's the shotgun formation for Decker. Fakes the handoff, carries it up the middle, across the 45, across the 40-yard line. That's where he's brought down from behind. Nice tackle. Moving in there was number 3, Quentin Reinhardt, the 5'10 sophomore. Pulled down Decker and saved what would have been a bigger gain. And they're only going to give it up to the 41-yard line, so an 8-yard pickup for Decker on the keeper. 5:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Still no score. Handoff McCready, and he gets enough for the first down, but not much more than that as he was swarmed by 3 or 4 Breckinridge County players. Danny Jackson was the first man in there for the Tigers. That is enough, though, for a first down Cougars. They only give McCready 1 on the run. So this is about where Grayson County had the ball last time before they turned the ball over on downs. They were just a little bit closer. Break the huddle. They'll send Wood, Van Meter, and Bratcher to the left. Tom's all alone down here to the near side. Cougars have the ball on the Breckinridge County 40-yard line. 5:17 to play here in the opening quarter. Still no score. Decker hands it off to McCready. Tries to find a hole across the right side, and he didn't find one at all. And maybe we'll get 1 yard on the play if they're feeling generous. And it appears that the officials are not feeling generous, and if anything, he lost maybe about 3 or 4 inches. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Grayson County. Decker's had a lot of success running the ball. McCready not so much early on in this first quarter. This time Grayson goes into a huddle and breaks it. Shotgun for Decker. McCready is to his right. Again, 3 to the left, 1 here to the near side. Ball placed on the near hash. Decker will pass, 2-step drop, looks to pass out to the far side, down the seam, the pass is incomplete. Intended for Hunter Toms, underthrown just a hair by Kaylor Decker. And that is going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Grayson County. Really a nice, he had him. Down the seam ran Hunter Toms, but he just ever so slightly underthrew it. and it allowed the time for the Tiger defender to catch up to it. 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Still no score. 3rd down and 10 coming up between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. They again put Toms in the slot. Off to the left side. Decker will roll that way. Looks to pass and throws off into the flat. The pass is complete at the 35-yard line. Up the sideline across the 30 and out of bounds at the 25-yard line was Toms. He's got enough for a Grayson County first down up to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards and a first down Cougars. Grayson marching down the field, which is what they did in their opening drive, but turned the ball over on downs on a 4th down and inches. Shotgun one more time. Again for Decker. He will pass again. It is a screen to McCready in the backfield. Makes a man miss in the backfield across the 25, and he's stonewalled at about the 23-yard line. As in there on the tackle was Jackson for the Fighting Tigers. Give him up to the 23-yard line, 2-yard pickup, but McCready did a nice job making sure that wasn't about a 3 or a 4-yard loss. 3:35 and counting to play here in the opening quarter. No score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. McCready out, Felty in for Grayson. Decker gets the play call and delivering it to his team. With that, substitutions on the Breckinridge County side. So going to send an extra defensive lineman in, a number 77, who's not on my roster. Spreading it out goes Grayson County on 2nd down and 9. Breck showing blitz. And they're going to hand it off to Michael Wood across the left side. He's across the 20-yard line, gets outside the numbers there. That's where he's going to be shoved out of bounds and ran. So he tried to get outside as he hit the 20. He went backwards a little bit to try and get outside the numbers at that point. And it ends up he just pretty much ran in a straight line and ran right out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That is a 3-yard pickup. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up for Grayson County. They are in field goal range. Jackson Kane does have a leg to kick it from this point, but I'm sure Brian Jones is thinking 6 points in this situation. Ball placed in the far hash. Grayson County needs to get the ball to the 15-yard line. Breck showing blitz, and they do, and that should be an offsides penalty called on the defensive end who makes contact, and that's exactly what it is. First down, Cougars. I'm sure that one works just as good. If you're a Grayson County fan, a first down is a first down. So 2 minutes and 57 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Grayson County looking to take the first lead of this game. Bunch formation down here to the near side with 3 wide receivers, 1 out to the left side. Decker will pass, looks to the right side. Now he's looking to scramble, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss, as he just had to go down and get that as he was swarmed by 3 or 4 Breck County players. As in there first on the tackle was number 9, who's not on my roster. I'm not sure who that might be for the Tigers tonight, but it's going to end up being a 5-yard loss for Grayson County. 2nd down and 15 will come up for the Tigers. 2.5 to play in the opening quarter. Second down and 15 for Grayson County. Ball placed on the Breckinridge County 20-yard line. Cougars need to get the ball to the 5. This time they're going to add an extra lineman on the slot. Throwing over the middle, and the pass is behind Bratcher on the far side as they tried to run a slant, but the pass was incomplete behind Owen Bratcher. That's one of those things that Decker has really not practiced a lot, and it kind of shows on a throw like that your timing is just ever so slightly off. 2 minutes to play, exactly on the dot here in this first quarter. Still no score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. 3rd down and long coming up for Grayson. Potentially 4-down territory. Hunter Felty comes down here to the near side. He's all by himself. 3 wide receivers to the left. Breck County rushing 5. Decker looking to pass. He's got a roll. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's looking to scramble across the 20-yard line. He's across the 15, across the 10, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. So he's brought down by Jonathan Walker out of bounds. He's about 4 or 5 yards short of the first down marker. And they are going to give him the ball at the 10-yard line, so give Decker 10 yards on the scramble. What does Grayson County do in this situation? you'd be looking at, not a too bad of a field goal at all, about a 28-yarder. Jackson Kane has made this season from 27, so it'd be very similar to that. He's missed from 43. He missed that one just wide right. It wasn't because he didn't have the leg in it. Appears that Grayson is going to go for it. 4th down and 5. Grayson County needs to get to the 5-yard line. Cougars 0 of 1 on 4th downs in this game already tonight. Ball placed on the near hash. Michael Wood and Decker in the shotgun. Faking the handoff, now throwing out over to the far side. And Felty has got nowhere to go. As they ran a screen to the far side of the field, Felty ends up losing 2 yards in the play. And the 14-play drive for Grayson County ends with 0 points. 2 turnovers on downs for the orange and blue in this game. And Breckinridge County is going to get the ball back deep in their own territory, placed at their own 12-yard line. Got to take advantage of situations like that if you're Grayson County. .101 to play here in the opening quarter. No score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. Walker is behind Watkins in the pistol formation. Breck County, though, doesn't spread it out too much. They have 2 wide receivers to the right side. Ball placed in the far hash. Tigers working from right to left on your radio dial. Man in motion, Spitzer. They're going to pitch it out to Walker in the backfield. He gets away from a man in the backfield but slips. And did he go down to a knee? It appears that that's what did happen. He slipped in the backfield, went down to a knee at the 10-yard line. So that's a 2-yard loss. And he came out of that little bunch and ended up trying to pick up a couple of more yards, but I saw Sean Williams, one of the officials, said not so fast. Said your knee was down. 30 seconds and counting to play here in the opening quarter. Pistol formation for Watkins. Walker is behind him. Fakes the handoff, throws on the slant, pass complete to Miller at the 15-yard line. He carries it up to about the 19. Still short of the first down marker, but that'll probably be the final play of this first quarter, as they're going to give it up to officially about the 19-yard line. But that'll be the final play of the first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. This is Cougar football on K105.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road.
To be brought down by a host of as Watkins does pick up enough for the first down as he gets it up to the 34-yard line. About 7 yards on the run there by Kyron Watkins. It'll be first down and 10 for the Fighting Tigers. They're driving, looking to take a lead in this game. Pistol formation. 2 wide receivers on the left side, 1 here to the near side. They do have an extra blocker in the backfield for Watkins and for Jonathan Walker. Cougars showing blitz across the far side. Watkins will pass. Looks to step up, gets away from Ethan Hall in the backfield. Now he's going to scramble across the 30-yard line, across the 25, and he steps out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Nice run by Kyron Watkins. Brent Hoddle wanted a late hit out of bounds, and I don't know that should have been a late hit, as it looked pretty clean to me down here. If anything, they gave him an extra yard on the spot. He gets it up to the 20-yard line. Hoddle is hot on the sideline for Breckinridge County. Still in the ear of the official. 8:25 to play here in the first half. No score between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. Pistol formation once more. 1 wide receiver on each side. Watkins sends a man in motion, Spitzer. Watkins will pass, rolls down near to the near side, being chased by Hall. He just has to throw it, and the pass is complete across the middle. He throws across his body, across the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Breckinridge County. What a pass completion from Kyron Watkins. And the Tigers strike first. They lead 6-0. As that pass was complete to number 33, Jacob Hennings. A 20-yard touchdown pass from Watkins. And the Tigers strike first. And they go for two, and the two-point conversion is no good. 6-0, Breckinridge County leads 8-11 to play here in the first half. This is Cougar football on K105.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe.
It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County, where there was a penalty on the two-point conversion attempt on Grayson County. So Breckinridge County just retried the down and ended up getting it on that time. So the two-point conversion is good. So it is 8-0. Fighting Tigers lead Grayson County. And this is not what Grayson County had in mind in this situation. And really, you know, you look at this and you've had two turnover on downs. That's the difference in the game. They've had the ball, they've driven, and Breckinridge County has had the bend but not break philosophy, and it has worked to perfection in this situation. And right now, this Fighting Tigers sideline is alive. It'll be kicking away Sydney Tucker as the Tigers are trying to bring their fans to their feet in this situation. Got to watch for potential onside kick. Tucker laid one down the last time she attempted a kickoff. See if she'll do the same thing here, and the Tigers would be looking to completely take the momentum in this one. Tucker does kick it on the ground, but Cooper Goff falls down on top of it easily at the 42-yard line. So that's where Grayson County is going to get the ball. For their third possession of this game, they trail 8-0. I think it's one of these things, if you're Grayson, you just need one of these long, methodical drives. You got to punch it in the end zone here. You can't keep leaving points on the field. See if they might go into this here, as I saw Felty checking into the game. And we might see some of this Felty-Wood backfield. That looks like what it is going to be. So Felty and Wood are in the backfield. Kaylor Decker on the sideline for Grayson County. Wood, direct snap. Handoff right side. He's up across the 45-yard line, which is where he'll be stopped. 3-yard pickup on the run there by Michael Wood. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Grayson County. We've seen this at times this season where even when Kaylor Decker was playing against Butler County, where Brian Jones would go to this for a drive, Butler County had no answer for it. And I know Coach Jones was a little disappointed in himself looking back that he didn't stick with it because it was working. And we've seen it at times work in other instances this season because it's very different than what Kaylor Decker brings you at quarterback. Again, a direct snap to Wood. Wood up the middle across the 45-yard line. Dives across that right side. Gets up near the 49. So he's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short of the first down. 4 yards on the carry there by Michael Wood. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 for Grayson. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the first half. It is Breckinridge County 8, Grayson County 0. The Fighting Tiger bench is alive right now down in front of us. The Cougar bench, a lot of hands on hips on the far side. Direct snap to the up back, up the middle, first down Cougars. We haven't seen that this season, as the carry is enough for a first down Grayson County, as it was a direct snap up the middle on the carry to number 57 Weston Green, I think that was for Grayson County, and that's enough for a first down Cougars. 4 yards on the pickup. And a whistle is blown on the far side. So they're wanting to wind the clock. Sometimes when I hear whistles blowing, you never know what it might be. They just wanted the clock to run. They're going to load up the box, shotgun formation. Wood carries it across this near side, and nothing there at all on the keeper. That's going to be no gain, maybe a gain of half a yard on the run there for Grayson County. They are going to give him 1 yard up to about the 47. So second down and really a short 9, a long 10. 6:10 to play here in the first half. 8-0, Breckinridge County leads Grayson County. They're going to spread it out now. Does look like Decker is back into the game at quarterback for Grayson. Decker fakes the handoff. He's going to go up the middle himself. He up across the 40-yard line and is driven down at about the 38. So that was a read option play brought down on the play by Reinhardt for Breckinridge County. And it's up to the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the run. It'll be third down and about 2 here for Grayson County. The wind has picked up more here as the flag out beyond the scoreboard is starting to blow. Would be in Grayson County's favor in this situation if they'd want to throw one deep in this case. I don't think that's what Brian Jones will do here, but you never know. Decker in the shotgun, showing blitz and keeping it up the middle. He falls down in the backfield as he was brought down immediately by Walker, and Decker wasn't able to keep his balance, and it's going to be a loss of 1 yard. 4th down and 3 coming up for Grayson. They need to get the ball to the 37. They have it at about the 40. Big play in this game here. Grayson County needs to find a way to pick up this first down. Decker gets the play call from Brian Jones. Cougars trail 8-0. Wood, Van Meter, Bratcher to the right. Toms here to the left. Shotgun formation for Decker. He will hand it off up the middle. Nothing going. That's another stop on 4th down for Breckinridge County, as it was a handoff to McCready, and he does not have it. And that's another turnover on downs for Grayson County. They are third of the game, and the Fighting Tigers will get the ball back, looking to add to their 8-0 lead. This Grayson County team has been through a lot over these past couple of weeks. They're coming out a little bit flat in this game. Not that you can blame them for everything that they've been through, but they just need one thing to go their way and see if that can't break the spirit of this team. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Watkins to pass, looks to the left, rolls out towards that far side, has all day, throws back over the middle. The pass is complete at the 44-yard line for Breckinridge County as it's complete to Spitzer. And it is a gain of about 6 yards on the play for the Fighting Tigers up to the 44-yard line. 4 minutes and counting to play here in this first half. It is 8-0. Breck leads Grayson. Loading it up on the inside goes Breck County on this play. Cougars in more of a 4-3 look. Ball is out. Watkins falls down on it. Low snap, and Watkins does a smart thing and just falling right down on top of it. And that could have been real bad for the Fighting Tigers. I was mentioning that a play just needs to go Grayson's way. That would have been the epitome of just that, as Waylon Bruce was the first man in there to knock down the quarterback Watkins. And it's a loss of 4 yards. 3rd down and 8 coming up for Breckinridge County. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. 8-0. Fighting Tigers lead the Cougars. 2 to the left, 1 here to the near side. Pistol formation. The running back Walker is behind. They're going to send a man in motion, Spitzer. Spitzer is going to come and set in the near side slots. And we have a timeout that is going to be called here by Breckinridge County. We'll take it with them. 2:40 to play here in the first half. This is Cougar football on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
3rd down and 8 coming out of the timeout for Breckinridge County. 2:40 to play here in the first half. The Tigers lead Grayson County 8-0. Breckinridge needs to get the ball to the 48-yard line. Ball's out again. Grayson County, it's still bouncing around, and Breckinridge County is going to come down on top of it. At first, it looked like Owen Bradshaw was going to be able to grab it, but it popped out again, and Watkins falls down on top of it back at the 33-yard line. It's another loss of 7 yards for the Fighting Tigers, and some miscommunication on the snaps bails out Grayson County in this situation. It'll be 4th down and long, and the Tigers are going to be forced to punt this one away. As back to punt is Watkins. Back deep to return is Jaron Van Meter for Grayson County. Van Meter stands back at about his own 40-yard line. Watkins lets it fly. An end-over-end kick that spins out of bounds. No, it dies, as it looked like it was going to have enough spin to take it out of bounds, but it is downed over on that far side by Breckinridge County at the 45-yard line. So that's where Grayson County is going to get the ball at their own 45, 1:51 to play here in this opening half of play. They trail 8-0. Cougars have had 3 turnover on downs in this game so far tonight. One at their own 31, at the Breckinridge County 31, one at the Breckinridge County 12, and one at the Breckinridge County 38. So all of them in Breckinridge County territory. 1:51 is on the clock. Wood and Van Meter down here to the near side. Decker looks to pass, throws it off on the bubble screen to Wood. It complete at the 45-yard line. Wood's up across midfield, up to about the 48 or 49-yard line. And a timeout is going to be taken on the far side by Grayson County's Brian Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup there by Michael Wood. Again, as we mentioned, there's obviously, with it being Thursday night football tonight, I think there's only about 8 games happening across the state, but really only 2 that have much interest to you, and one that doesn't have much interest. That is a final score already tonight. PRP has defeated Iroquois by a final score of 50-0. Score updates to bring you. Owensboro leads 21-7. 28-7, sorry, as I see one more update that just came in. And that is with 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Warren East leads Warren Central 14-0. 11 minutes to play in the first half of that game, going from the Bowling Green area. Our game, though, Grayson County trails Breckinridge County 8-0. 2nd down and 5 will come up for Grayson County. They need to get the ball to the 45 of Breckinridge County. Decker will pass again. 3-step drop. Now steps up in the pocket. Looks to throw deep. He has Toms and complete at the 35-yard line up to the 30. First looked like he almost overthrew him, but Toms goes up and grabs that one, and he gets it up to about the 31-yard line officially. And that is a 19-yard pickup and a 1st down Cougars. 1:15 and counting here to play in the first half. Grayson trying to look to at least bring this game to within 1 or 2 if not even tie, if they want to go for a 2-point conversion. One wide receiver on each side. Decker looks to pass, throws off into the flat. The pass is complete to Toms across the 25-yard line, across the 20, outside the numbers, across the 15, across the 10. The penalty is going to come back because there's a penalty and a hold on the near side called on Owen Bratcher. So they're going to whistle a hold more than likely on Bratcher down this near side. It was close, and it is called on Grayson County, so the touchdown is going to come back because of a hold on the near side by Bratcher. It will still be a pickup of 3 yards for Grayson. So it'll technically be 1st down and 7 for Grayson County on this one. 40 seconds and counting to play here in the first half. And a timeout is going to be taken by Breckinridge County. That is their final timeout of the first half. So Grayson will have the ball out of this timeout, placed on the Breckinridge 27-yard line. They trail 8-0, 33.9 seconds to play here in this first half of action. I want to invite you to stay tuned in during our halftime show. We'll have our Cougars in the Classroom segment as we make the trip to the western portion of the county and learn what it means to be a Purple Flash of Caneyville. So your host for Cougars in the Classroom this season, Chase Blaine, will be taking you to what he calls the house that he built, Caneyville Elementary. Ball placed here on the 27-yard line. Cougars breaking the timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. Breckinridge County does not have any remaining in this situation. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Grayson. Actually, I think it should be 1st down and 7. Trips to the right side. Showing blitz again is Breckinridge County. Cougars pick it up and they throw off into the flat. It was intended for Michael Wood, and Wood wasn't even watching. If Wood was watching, he'd have had that complete for a pickup of probably about 10 or 15 yards, but he wasn't paying attention, and because of that, it'll turn into be, the far side says 3rd down and 7. I think it's 2nd down and 7 because the holding penalty keeps it at 1st down. Let's see if one of the Cougar coaching staff catches this. I think it should be 2nd down. 29.7 seconds on the clock. 8-0 Breckinridge County leads here late in the first half. Cougars driving. They are in the potential of field goal range for Jackson Kane. I'm sure they're thinking 6 points here. Decker in the shotgun, McCready to the right. Decker will pass, steps up, throws down the seam, and it is caught, I believe, by Grayson. 2 players fighting over it, and it's Grayson County that comes down with it. Hunter Toms pulled it away from the defender, and it's down inside the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by Grayson County down to the 4. Give him 23 yards and a 1st down, Cougars. As that pass looked like it was going to be intercepted by Jackson, but Toms somehow pulled that one out of Jackson's hands. And it'll be 1st down and goal for Grayson at about the 4-yard line. 19 seconds on the clock. The Cougars will not have any timeouts. See what Brian Jones draws up in this situation. Theoretically, he could go for a run here if they quickly line up. They have enough time for that 19 seconds, but I'd imagine this situation, you're going to try and take 4 chances with your senior quarterback, Taylor Decker. He's coming back after an injury. They're probably going to see what he can do in this situation. Cougars breaking the huddle. I'm sure that's exactly what Brian Jones is talking with his team about. Ball placed in the 4. 1st down and goal coming up for Grayson County. 19 seconds on the clock. They trail Breckinridge County 8-0. They're going to load it up on the inside. They have 2 blockers for McCready. Decker's going to go under center. They have Bratcher out wide to the right. They are going to hand it off to McCready, who is bottled up on that side. And they got to hurry up, does Grayson County. Are they not even going to run another play? There's 10 seconds. And Grayson is not going to run another play in this situation. They don't hurry up and spike it. And Breckinridge County is going to hold the Cougars at the end of the quarter to no points. that brings us to the half. The Cougars cannot knock it in, and they trail Breckinridge County 8-0 here at the half. This is Cougar football on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where it is halftime, as the Cougars trail this one 8-0 at the half, and this was not a good first half at all for Grayson County, as the Cougars were stranded on third down 3 times, and then that last sequence, I'm not really sure what had happened. As they had the ball with 19 seconds, they ran a run play, and that was the final play of the half. Just a really weird sequence that gives Breckinridge County the 8-0 lead here at the half. Breckinridge County also will get the ball to start the second half of play. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scoring from this game, the scores from around the region, which obviously is not a lot. We'll have your Cougars in the classroom segment. That comes up and more right here on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Cougars trail the Fighting Tigers 8-0 at the half. And this was not a great first half for Grayson County. It is probably one that they're really going to have to forget, as the team is right now meeting over on the far side of the field. The coaching staff, I don't even know that the team is being talked to by any of the coaches. I think that the coaching staff right now is probably having a discussion of what in the heck was that, and how can we fix that and improve it, as right now the team is just kind of sitting, and I'm not sure if it might be a player that's talking with him or if Coach Jones is in the middle of that pile talking with his team right now, but this is not what Grayson County wanted in this situation. In fact, I'm looking here on my binoculars to try and pick up something better, and it looks like Shane Decker, one of the Cougar assistant coaches, has just moved over to talk with the team, and I'm sure it was one of these things that they wanted them to sit there and see if somebody would step up and be a leader of their own. You will see that sometimes with teams. Is sometimes the best leadership is your own leadership, is a player stepping up and saying, hey, that's not acceptable. We can't not score any points and a half against a team that, if we're being honest, Grayson County probably should beat. Breckinridge County is 0-6 on the season, but Breckinridge County is a better team than 0-6. I fully admit that they are. This is not a cakewalk at all for Grayson County, but 8-0, Grayson's got to make some changes here in this first half. Coming up next, we will jump into our Cougars in the Classroom segment, where we will take our trip to Caneyville Elementary, learning more about what they do every single day. To start the day, we get to talk to our good friend, somebody that I know very well, former Lady Cougar basketball head coach Josh Basham, as that will come up here, coming up next on your Cougars in the Classroom segment, as this is Cougar football on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it is in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of the people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. Tonight's Cougars in the Classroom, presented by McDonald's of Litchfield, takes us to Caneyville Elementary, where students are showing school pride in a unique way.
I am a purple flash. I will F.
Follow directions.
L.
Learn every day.
A.
Always work hard.
S.
Show kindness towards others.
H.
Have a growth mindset.
I am
a
purple flash.
purple flash.
Josh Basham is the principal at Caneyville Elementary School. One of Basham's first goals as principal was to come up with a school motto.
So a flash chant is something that whenever I got hired a few years ago, that we wanted to have a motto for this school, for our students, teachers, even our community, to really focus on.
The goal of the flash chant is to provide a unique way to teach students while also showing school pride.
A lot of times we want to try to find something that everyone can invest in and something that our students, our teachers, our staff can feel good about. And with Flash, it was, a group of staff, our leadership team came together and discussed different types of characteristics that we want this school to represent, and so that's why it was developed.
Whenever coming up with it, Basham wanted to keep the history of Caneyville in mind.
This school's got so much, this school community's got so much tradition, and Flash is what this community's based off on.
Like many things in school, the pandemic affected how often students do the chant.
Pre-COVID, we would do it every morning. We would come in here, have our morning time, but before our students would be dismissed to classes, I would have students come up here and they would say the chant and repeat it. Now, it's more hit and miss, just for the fact that we go to our classrooms now. Our kids, our older kids, know the Flash chant. Our younger kids probably would struggle because we started out the year in the gym, and then after 2 weeks, due to different types of restrictions, we had to go back to the classroom. So, I do think we do it quite often. It's just probably not the normal routine that we did pre-COVID.
Basham said this type of motto isn't just limited to Caneyville.
Each school, they might have, I think Clarkson and Lawler, Wilkie, I think they all have different types of things. So this was something that I just wanted to implement and to continue to develop and help our kids grow with having this chant.
During the early planning process, discussion went into what each letter should mean.
Whenever we met a few years ago, we as a committee just developed different types of characteristics that we want our students, our teachers, our faculty and staff want to kind of fall into, and we just kind of pieced it together just through conversations that we felt like would best represent each letter.
He hopes that students spread the chant into the community.
This is something that our school is invested in, and we want them to continue to use this motto for them. At home, this is something that I tell students, parents, that hopefully this can start here and continue at home, however their behavior is or academically, these are life skills from the Flash chant that they could continue to get better on.
I am Chase Blaine reporting for Cougars in the Classroom, brought to you by McDonald's of Litchfield. The halftime show will continue in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister, I can play with my brother, I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom.
05. Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where it is the Fighting Tigers that lead the Cougars 8-0 here at the half, as we are just about 4 minutes away from getting back underway in tonight's game. It will be Breckinridge County Bowl, at least scheduled. Cougars will be kicking off to start the second half. Of course, last week we saw Grayson County take 3 onside kicks. So could we be seeing something similar here to start off with? It'll be a decision for Brian Jones because it's one of those things that all of the momentum is Breckinridge County's way. Really, for the most part, Breck County has not been able to stop you. Is this, in fact, the more and more that I'm thinking about it as I'm talking about this and is in this situation, it's almost the opposite of last week, where Grayson has moved the ball and hasn't scored. Well, last week they really didn't move the ball and scored. So I think you kind of need to find that happy medium of you want to move the ball, but you also got to punch the ball in the end zone, and they've not been able to do that. The Cougars have gone 0 for 4 on fourth down, so they've turned the ball over on downs 3 times. And then had a play. They had the ball first down and goal at the 4-yard line with 19 seconds left. Ran a run play. It was stopped. And from there was nothing else that Grayson County could do in the situation. And it gave Breckinridge County the ball right back, and it went into the half. It was really weird situation there at the end of the first half. And because of that, Breckinridge County on the 20-yard touchdown pass from Kyron Watkins to Henning is giving them the 8-0 lead that we have at the half. Second half coming up here next as we are as they've just set the 3-minute warm-up clock on it. So we'll take a break, and the second half is next here on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Cougar football on K105.
We start the second half of play. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 8-0. As right now, Grayson County's head coach Brian Jones and associate head coach Shane Decker have been talking with the head official for really the past minute and a half. I'm not sure if this is just a hey, how you doing, or if there's something that Coach Jones has seen that he's wanting the officials to change here in the second half. Looking at it a little bit, it didn't seem like it was a hey, how you doing conversation. As when they turned, Coach Jones was turned to us, and it didn't seem quite like that in that situation. Grayson County will kick this one away to Breckinridge County. But right now, the Tigers, the way that they're lined up all the way on the 35-yard line, which makes me think that there was a penalty of some sort, which would have been a penalty that I missed because they're lined up where Grayson County should be kicking it off from. So maybe that's what Coach Jones was talking with his team about. I missed that. 100% did not see a penalty at the end of the first half or anything, but it looks like it is going to be Grayson County kicking this ball off from their own 25-yard line. Interesting. I don't know what this is, and if we get an answer for it, we'll be sure to bring you, but Kane will – it was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Grayson County. Not sure when that happened, but because of that, the Cougars are going to kick this one off from the 25 instead of the 35. Breck County is 5 men up on the 35-yard line. Kane did have 3 successful onside kicks against Muhlenberg County last week. Kane this time, though, going to kick it deep. It's a line drive kick that goes over the head and out of bounds. So it goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line, so it only tends up to be about a 10-yard penalty. But Breck County is going to get the ball at the start of this third quarter of action. They lead Grayson County 8-0. Sam Gormley with you here as this is the second half of action in what was a very, very fast first half. This first half was less than an hour long after we've had some long halves at times this season, but when it's 8-0, that'll really make the clock move. Breck County really has not had the ball much at all. This is only their fourth possession of the game, and their first 2 were only 4 or 5 plays. Now the officials are coming together to talk about something else as 4 of the officials are discussing something. And they're moving the ball forward more. As they're moving to push the ball here at the 50-yard line. I have no idea what this is. None whatsoever. The head official's talking with Coach Jones on the far sideline, and as you can imagine, Brian Jones, the second-year head coach, is not happy. And I have no idea what this could be about. As they already gave Grayson County a penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct, but it's almost as if they're giving them an extra penalty here after that play, which I didn't see anything that had happened. And I think Coach Jones has a reason to be upset here. And obviously the explanation he's getting on the far side from the head official is not what he's wanting to hear. So Breckinridge County is going to get the ball at midfield. Ball placed to the 50-yard line. The head official's walked away, and he's going to talk to another official. The ball should be placed at the 35-yard line. I'm not sure what this is about. Coach Jones still talking with one of the officials. 3 of the other officials have come in. Brent Huddle is now going to come out and talk to his team. So the officials are still talking this over, and that was the old announcer's jinx after saying that there was a really fast-moving first half. We've still yet to snap a ball. So here comes the head official coming for an explanation for Brian Jones. And whatever it was, Coach Jones didn't like it, as he immediately, when he heard it, put both hands out and said, "What?" I have no idea what this is about. Not a clue what this penalty is called on here and why the ball is being placed at the 50-yard line. Brian Jones is still letting the official have it, as he's standing right now pretty much on the numbers with both hands out. And Brent Huddle now is making his way out to see what all this is about, as 4 of the officials have come together in this situation, and they're going to talk this over. I have no idea why the ball's placed at the 50-yard line. Not a clue. Let's see if the official will let us know. He will not. He's not communicated anything with us here to let us know what it is. But Breckinridge County is going to have the ball on the 50-yard line. I don't know why, but that's what they say. Coach Jones obviously not happy with the decision. So here we come. First play of the second half. It is 8-0. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County. Handoff to, no, it's kept by Watkins. It's a pitch over here to the near side to Spitzer, and Spitzer is slung down by Toms. No gain on the play for James Spitzer. Should be a loss of 1 yard, but it looks like they're going to give him to the line of scrimmage. So no gain for Spitzer. And that actually might go down as a pass, as it was thrown by Watkins immediately as he was hit by the Cougars' rush. So 2nd down and 10 will come up. We'll try to find out what the reason was for that ball being moved up 15 extra yards after the kick out of bounds and bring it to you. They'll go pistol this time, ball snap from the near hash. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Breckinridge County. Spitzer goes in motion. Watkins will pass. Now he steps up and runs across the middle. He gets away from one Cougar, but that one Cougar slowed him down just enough to allow for Grayson County's Cooper Goff to come in and sling him down. Also in there was Bruce for Grayson County. No gain on the run by Kyron Watkins. And it'll be 3rd down and long coming up for Breckinridge County. They need to get it to the Grayson 40-yard line. 10 minutes, 50 seconds to play In the third quarter, it is 8-0. Breck County leads Grayson County. One wide receiver on each side. Spitzer is down here to the near side as well. He lines up in the slot. It's the pistol formation for the senior quarterback, Watkins. Fakes the handoff. Watkins looks to throw on the slant. It's intercepted by Van Meter at the 45-yard line. Van Meter across the 50. And Grayson County comes down with a huge play. Jaron Van Meter on the interception. For Van Meter, that is his second interception of the season, and that means another $50 donation from Sheriff Norman Chaffins to the Grayson County Football Boosters program. And that brings the season total to $550 donated by Sheriff Chaffins to the Football Boosters Association. 10 minutes, 23 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Grayson County will have the ball on the Breckinridge County 46-yard line after the interception by Jaron Van Meter. Cougars have the ball on the far hash. Shotgun formation for Decker. Looks to pass on a screen out to the far side to Bratcher, and Bratcher slips a tackle at first, but the second man shoves him out of bounds. And they're going to give him forward progress, which will probably turn out to be no gain. It'll be no gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1. Back to the 47-yard line, second down and 11 will come up for Grayson County. 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. It is Grayson County trailing 8-0 against Breckinridge County. Hunter Toms comes all alone down here to the near side. He'd be one-on-one his corner if Grayson would want to take a shot here. It's a keeper by Decker up the middle across the 45. He has a hole across the 40, across the 35. Stiff arms a man and gets shoved out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Big run by Kaylor Decker up to the 30-yard line, give him 17 yards and a first down, Cougars. In there on the tackle was Jonathan Walker for the Fighting Tigers. Cougars trying to move. They moved the ball very well in the first half, but when you move the ball well and get 0 points, it doesn't matter how you move the ball because 0 points is all that matters. Ball placed on the 30-yard line, first down and 10 for Grayson. Felty, Van Meter, and Bratcher are wide to the right. Tom's all here down by himself, by his lonesome to the near side. It's a handoff. Michael Wood across the 30-yard line, slips a tackle at the 25, and he's going to be brought up to the 23-yard line, a 7-yard pickup. And that'll be second down and 6 coming up for Grayson County. Cougars starting to hurry up a little bit. They were moving the ball very well with the no huddle in the first half. They're going to go huddle here, but Brian Jones quickly had the play ready for Decker, who immediately runs in and breaks the huddle. 8:33 to play here in the third quarter. It is 8-0. Breck County leads Grayson County. Felty and Van Meter go to the right. Wood is the running back behind Decker. In the pistol formation, Breck County loads the box. It's going to be a handoff to Wood. Across the right side, gets up, tries to get to the 20, but he's going to be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pickup of a couple there for Michael Wood. It'll be third down and 3 for Grayson County. And it looks like we're going to go Wildcat here as Hunter Felty will be the man that gets the play call from Brian Jones. So Felty runs in. So it'll be Felty and Wood in the backfield. It's primarily been a direct snap to Michael Wood in these situations. It'll be third down and 3 for Grayson County. They need to get the ball to the Breckinridge County 20-yard line. Felty goes in the shotgun. Michael Wood is to the right of him. They do have a fullback in, and it's a direct snap to the fullback again. Handoff left side, 20, 15, and he's brought down at the 14-yard line. Waylon Bruce gets the carry up to the 15-yard line, and that is a pickup of 8 yards and a first down, Cougars. That's the second direct snap to the fullback in this game, and the second time that Bruce has been able to pick up positive yardage. First down and 10 for Grayson County. Ball placed on the Breckinridge County 15-yard line on the near hash. Looks like Decker is going to be back into the game at quarterback. Bratcher goes out to the right side. Van Meter is in the slot on the right side as well. Tom's all by his lonesome down here to the left side. Bruce remains in the game as a fullback. It's a shotgun formation. Michael Wood to the right of Kaylor Decker. Fakes the handoff. Decker, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's up towards about the 12-yard line where he'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3 yards. It's in there on the tackle for Breckinridge County was Yakubovich. So 3-yard pickup there by Decker. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up for Grayson County. 8-0, Breck leads Grayson. 6:40 to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County has struggled just converting, as they have 3 turnover on downs, and then the time ran out on them in the first half as well. Michael Wood remains in the backfield to the right of Decker. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Decker puts out his hand, and he's going to hand it off to Wood across the 10-yard line, up towards the 5, dives forward, and his momentum carries him up near the first down marker. It does appear that he has enough. Waiting for the official signal from the head official, and we still haven't gotten anything yet, and it does appear that he has enough. There it is. First down, Cougars. Official standing back behind Grayson County. It's officially up to the 4-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup on the run by Michael Wood. Deja vu to the end of the first half. Grayson County had the ball first down and goal at the 4. They ran the ball in the first play and then ran out of time. Weren't able to run another play. We have a whistle blown by one of the umpires standing behind Breckinridge County, and maybe an equipment malfunction. Danny Jackson is coming off, as actually it looks like he is talking with, looks like the trainer, who I believe is Bryce Meredith, Grayson County native, who's checking out Danny Jackson on the sideline. It'll be shotgun, Wood to the left of Decker. It's a handoff to Wood up across the left side. Move, touchdown, Cougars! Michael Wood made a move at the 1-yard line, takes it into the end zone. Grayson County on the board on the 4-yard touchdown run by Michael Wood, his 7th rushing touchdown on the season. Will Grayson go for 2 to try and go for the tie, or will they just play their game and kick the extra point with Jackson Kane? It's 5:21 to play here in the third quarter. Michael Wood has put Grayson County on the board. It is 8-6. Grayson County will go for 2. They leave the offense out here. Grayson County has struggled on 2-point conversions. They're 5 of 11 on the season. Decker and Wood in the backfield. They do have a fullback as well, Bruce. And it is going to be a handoff. Wood up the middle, and the second effort, did he get it? Waiting for a signal on the far side. The near side official says he did not get it. Michael Wood is stopped just about a half a yard short of the goal line. So it remains an 8-6 Breckinridge County lead. We'll take a break. 5:21 to play here in the third quarter. This is Cougar football on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together
Jackson
we can.
Kane as Grayson County gets on the board. They still trail 8-6 after the 2-point conversion was no good. 5:21 to play here in the third quarter. It's Sam Gormley with you here on the call. Kane attempts the kick, and it's a line drive kick that is knocked down by Breckinridge County, and it's picked up at the 11-yard line. The two players run into one another. As he gets across the 15 is Walker, and he's dropped right there up to about the 19-yard line. As Walker knocked the ball down at about the 20-yard line, had to run back to get it, and then ran into his counterpart, and it ends up hurting the Fighting Tigers in that situation. 5:13 to play here in the third quarter. Ball placed on the 20-yard line of Breckinridge County. The Tigers got a first-half touchdown. Watkins found Henning for a 20-yard run. And now Walker goes down and falls down after getting set in the backfield, and he appears that he might be a little slow to get up. And let's hope that Jonathan Walker is okay in this situation. And I look here to the near side. Bryce Meredith running in to check out on the Breckinridge County running back. See if there's some score updates to bring you right now. Warren East leads Warren Central 21-0. That score is at the half. Owensboro leads Muhlenberg County. Looks like that one is 58-7. 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. Owensboro all over the Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. So that's really the only two games that are going on around the area tonight. The score that matters right now is Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 8-6. Walking off on his own power is the running back Jonathan Walker, 5'11", 185 pounds. Really good athlete. And Bryce Meredith helping him off the field. So out of the injury timeouts, Breckinridge County will have the ball first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Breck went 3 and out on their first drive of this half after a really, really weird sequence that I still don't know what happened, where Grayson County was supposedly penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct. So they kicked the ball off from the 25, kicked it out of bounds. The ball should have been placed at the 35, but somehow the ball got moved to the 50. Still don't know what happened there, but Grayson County's defense stopped him on the interception by Jaron Van Meter. 5:13 to play here in the third quarter. Spitzer goes in motion from the near side. They're going to hand it off to him as he sweeps across the left side. He gets across the 20-yard line, turns upfield across the 20, across the 25, gets across the 30, and gets up near the 35-yard line. James Spitzer on the run. That'll be a 15-yard pickup and a first down. Tigers. They lead 8-6, 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter from Breckinridge County High School. They'll slow down here. Obviously, Breck moves a little bit slower than Grayson. Grayson has sped up at times running the no-huddle. They've got 2 wide receivers on each side. Kyron Watkins in the pistol. Running back behind him, standing about 5 yards deep. Spitzer goes in motion. They are going to hand it off up the middle. No, it's a pass to the near side. Spitzer drops it. That might be a fumble. They are going to call it a fumble on the field, but it looks like Spitzer does come down on top of it. It was very close, but they call it a fumble on the field, and because of that, Spitzer loses 2 yards back to the 33-yard line. As the new running back into the game here for Breckinridge County with the injury to Jonathan Walker is a number 1 who I don't have on my roster, so we'll try to bring you that number. I know that there are a few out there for Breck County that aren't on the KHSAA roster, and if they're not on there, it's tough for us to do our job to bring you the exact person. So it is a number 1 in the backfield in the pistol formation for Breckinridge County. 2 wide receivers on each side. Second down and about 12 coming up. They fake the handoff to Spitzer, and they throw over the middle on the slant. The pass is complete to another man who's not on the roster, number 9. And it's up to near the first down marker, up to the 45. And that should be enough for a first down, Breckinridge County, as he went down to a slide to grab that. And it is enough for first down, Fighting Tigers. 8-6, they lead Grayson. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. First down and 10 coming up. It's a pistol formation. 2 wide receivers on the left side, 1 here to the near side. Spitzer goes in motion again. And it's a high snap. Watkins corrals it, rolls out to the far side. He looks to scramble across the 45, slips a tackle there, and gets up across the 50-yard line. And that is where he's going to carry it, up for a pickup of about 5 yards. Couple Cougars slow to get up on the far side. Cooper Goff. And it looks like the other man slow to get up for Grayson County. And, in fact, it looks like Cooper Goff might still be down on the field on that far side. Goff has been nursing a sprained ankle, and he is now down to his back. Let's hope that's nothing serious. Actually might be a cramp now, looking at hopefully that is what it is and not Goff re-irritating that ankle. As the ball's up to the 50-yard line, so it'll be second down and 5 coming up for the Tigers when we return. Well, actually, no, it looks like there's a penalty, as they've now moved the ball back to the 37-yard line. I missed what the penalty was. The official is not very good about turning to us and letting us know what the penalty is. And because of that, it's hard for us to tell. 2:42 to play, and being helped to his feet and walking off, being helped off by Coach Jones and by trainer Scott is Cooper Goff. And let's hope that that is not him re-aggravating that ankle injury that I know he's been playing on. So Breck County did have a penalty that moves them back to the 37-yard line. So it'll be first down and about 17 coming up for the Fighting Tigers. I missed what the call was. Where it was, though, makes you think it's a holding penalty on the far side. 2 minutes, 35 seconds and counting to play here in the third quarter. It is 8-6. Breck County leads Grayson County. Two wide receivers to the left side, one here to the near side. They're bunching it up on the inside. Looks like Walker is back into the game. He stands about 3 yards behind Watkins. Watkins rolls out to pass, throws down here to the near side. Looks like they get away with a holding penalty in the backfield as the pass is complete to Spitzer at the 40-yard line, and he's being thrown out of bounds. They're going to call a late hit penalty on Michael Wood as he throws down Spitzer at the 44-yard line. Looks like Ethan Hall was being grabbed in the backfield. No whistle. That's going to be a personal foul on Grayson County, and you just can't have that happen if you're the Cougars. That's going to give Breckinridge County the ball now into Grayson County territory. Ball placed to the 40-yard line. 1 minute, 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is 8-6. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County. As it'll be first down and 10 coming up here for Grayson County, or for Breckinridge County in this situation. Two wide receivers on each side. Spitzer is in the slot. They've been going to him a lot in this game. Walker stands behind Watkins. Watkins will pass. Now he looks to scramble on the quarterback draw up the middle across the 40-yard line, and a penalty flag is thrown and hits one of the offensive linemen in the head. So it was thrown by Sean Williams. And I believe that's got to be a holding penalty called against the Fighting Tigers, and that should draw things backwards. It is a hold called on the Fighting Tigers, and that'll move things back. We barely had any penalties in the first half of play, and now we've had a bunch here in this third quarter, and a couple that I don't know what they were, and that's on both sides. So to move it back to the 50-yard line, first down and 20 comes up for Breck County. Obviously the clock in this situation is starting to play into the Breck County faithful's hands. There's 1:08 to play here in the third quarter. They lead by 2, 8-6. Two on each side. Pistol again for the senior Watkins. Good snap. Watkins, three-step drop, looks to pass, steps up. He's going to throw down the seam, and it is complete at the 20-yard line, inside the 15, inside the 5. That's a touchdown, Breckinridge County, and they lead this game now 14-6. The Fighting Tigers have stunned Grayson County early on in this game, and Cougars are in a possible danger zone here. They are going to attempt the extra point, a 50-yard touchdown pass from Kyron Watkins. Sydney Tucker on to attempt the extra point. She's 2 of 5 this season, 13 of 25 in her career. She's also the top goal scorer on the Breckinridge County soccer team, 27 goals for their team. Place down, kick is up. It's high enough, it's long enough, and she put it through. Breck County leads Grayson County 15-6 with 44.2 seconds to play in the third quarter. This is Cougar football on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Breckinridge County leads this one 15-6, 44.2 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County finds themselves at a large deficit here against the Fighting Tigers. Sydney Tucker in to attempt this kickoff. It's another one on the ground. Takes a high bounce, and it's going to roll, and picked up by Grayson County at the 23-yard line by Jaron Van Meter. He sidesteps up the sideline. He's thrown down out of bounds. No penalty called. He was thrown down by Ryan Haycraft from Breckinridge County, and no whistle is blown. 39.1 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County is in a danger zone. There's no other way to put it, as it's placed on their own 30-yard line. 39.1 seconds on the clock. They trail 15-6 against the Fighting Tigers. They're going to spread it out with two wide receivers on each side. Decker in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Wood. Decker's going to keep it himself. He gets outside the numbers across the 35, across the 40, and he's brought down hard as he hits the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Cougars on the run by Kaylor Decker. So he was brought down on the play by Jonathan Walker. 29.6 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Grayson County, the story of this game, missed chances. 4 times the Cougars have probably had chances to score touchdowns, and Breckinridge County has stopped them every single time, and because of that, Grayson County finds themselves at a 9-point deficit. And a penalty flag is thrown, and do the Cougars have too many men on the field? That is exactly what it is. Too many men on the field called against Grayson County, and after you finally get a play to go in your way, that is the last thing you want to happen if you're Grayson County. So to move it back to the 35-yard line, first down and 15 will come up for Grayson County. Breckinridge County has not beaten Grayson County since 2015. Cougars have won 5 straight in the series, 11 of the last 12. That is in danger here, as Breck leads by 9 in the closing seconds of the third quarter. It's a handoff to Wood up across the 35-yard line, gets up to the 40, keeps the legs moving up to about the 42 or 43 on the run. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. It is 15-6. Grayson County trails Breckinridge County. The fourth quarter is next on K105.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life.
15-6, Grayson County trails as we start the fourth quarter of play. Grayson County will have it second down and 7. It's a kept by Decker across the left side, and he gets up to about the 46. So it is a 3-yard pickup on the keeper by Decker, the senior quarterback. If you're just joining us, Breckinridge County had an 8-0 lead at the half. As Kyron Watkins has thrown 2 touchdown passes in this game. Grayson County missed opportunities has been the story of this game. They've missed multiple chances to punch it in the end zone, including late in the first half where they had the ball first down and goal from the 4-yard line with 19 seconds to play. They ran one play, and that was it. Third down and about 4.5 coming up for Grayson. They need to get the ball to midfield. Decker to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws down the field. He's got Van Meter. Pass complete, and Van Meter falls down as he crosses the 30-yard line. Van Meter, if it was thrown a little bit ahead of him, would have had a touchdown as the pass is complete up to the 27-yard line. First down, Cougars. Give him 25 yards on the pass completion. And Grayson County needed that in the worst kind of way with 11 minutes and counting to play in tonight's ball game. They trailed 15-6. Substitutions on both sides. Looks like they're going to go with Hunter Felty in at quarterback this time. So you got to presume that it'll be Felty and Wood in the backfield as Decker moves to the sideline. That is exactly what they'll do. Felty on the left, Wood on the right. It is direct snap to Wood. Wood runs into a blocker, Felty, and he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage and thrown down after the play. The ball comes out after the whistle was blown as Wood was swarmed by Breckinridge County. Looks like no gain on the play up to the 27-yard line. 10-15 to play here in tonight's game. Grayson County is down by 2 scores. Will they stick with Felty in this situation? No, it looks like Decker is back into the game. Second down and 10 for Grayson. Ball placed on the 27-yard line. 9:50 and counting. Cougars trail by 9 in this situation. Tom's by himself down here to the near side. Decker, quarterback keeper up the middle across the 25-yard line, and that's where he's dropped. And so he'll pick up about 2 or 3 yards on the run. And looks like they are going to drop it up at about the 25-yard line. Third down and 8 coming up for Grayson County. They need to get the ball to the 17. They have it right now at about the 24.5-yard line. Last time on third down, they ran a deep pass to Jaron Van Meter, who pulled it in. What will be the call here? An obvious 4-down territory. Well, maybe not obvious 4-down territory because you will almost need a field goal when you're trailing by 9. Decker rolls here to the near side. Now rolls back to the far side. He's got room to scramble across the 25, across the 20. He's got the first down out of bounds at the 15-yard line. What a run by Kaylor Decker. He had nothing open downfield. Scrambled. First down, Cougars. Decker runs out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 9-yard pickup. And that is a senior knowing exactly where he needed to get out of bounds at. 8:44 to play here. And the officials are looking towards us on the sideline, and maybe not. I'm not sure what that might have been about, as the head official is talking with one of the back judges right now. I don't know what this is about. There's 8:44 on the clock. It should be first down and 10 for Grayson County. As it is placed at the 16-yard line. I have no idea what we're stopped for at this situation. And now Grayson County is going to go into a huddle. I guess the scoreboard is wrong. Now that I'm looking at the clock now says that there's 85 minutes and 50 seconds to play in tonight's game, which if you're Grayson County trailing by 9 points, you're probably okay with. Now they say 8:50. I guess, is that what they needed? Okay. I guess they put some more time on the clock. Who knows? 8:50 to play here in tonight's game. Grayson County knocking on the door. They trail by 9 points. Decker in the shotgun. Looks to pass, throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Over to the far side, pass complete to Hunter Toms. Grayson County is back in this one. 16-yard pass completion from Decker to Toms. It is now 15-12. This is an interesting decision here for Brian Jones. It looks like he's going to take the PAT, which I think I agree with. They still haven't put the points up here on the scoreboard here at Breckinridge County High School. But Jackson Kane is running on to attempt the extra point. There it is. This would make it a 15-13 game. Michael Wood is the holder. It's a low snap, bobbled. Wood's got to run and do Van Meter rather, and that is going to be nothing at all. It was not a good snap on the ground, and because of that, it turns out to be nothing. With 8 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in tonight's game, it is 15-12. Breck County leads. This is Cougar football on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop.
Here comes the kick. Jackson Kane to kick this one away. 8 minutes, 36 seconds to play in tonight's game. Cougars trail by 3. Kane is going to attempt an onside kick. Breck County does come down on top of it. So Kane attempts the onside kick. He recovered 3 of them last week against Muhlenberg County. This time, the Fighting Tigers were ready for it, and I believe that was Danny Jackson that came down with it. So Breck will have the ball at the 50-yard line. 8:33 to play in tonight's game. The Fighting Tigers lead 15-12. This has been a great football game here tonight, as the Cougars are trying to survive on the road, but they're going to need a defensive stop, and they're going to need a defensive stop right now if they want a chance in doing that. Pistol formation for Watkins. He will hand it off to Walker, who has nothing going at all, and he's brought down no gain on the play. He was run into as he ran into the line. Looks like Ethan Hall swallowed him up as he got going. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for Breckinridge County. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Tigers need to get the ball to the Cougars' 40-yard line. 8 minutes and under now. Here to play in tonight's game, it is 15-12. Breck leads Grayson. Breckinridge County has not beaten Grayson since 2015. Cougars won 11 of the last 12 in this series. As it's a handoff here to the near side on the sweep to James Spitzer, and he's brought down by Hunter Toms and Conrad Raymond. As he gets up to the 44-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up here for Breckinridge County. 7:30 and counting. The time, if you are wearing maroon and gray, is your best friend in this situation. If you're wearing orange and blue, it's your worst enemy. Grayson County, though, needs to stop. There's still plenty of time left. I mean, 7 minutes is an eternity in a football game, but it's not going to be an eternity if Grayson County doesn't get a stop here, because a touchdown would probably end it. So here it comes. 7 minutes. 3rd down and 4. Breck leads by 3 against Grayson. They have the ball. They need to get to the Grayson 40-yard line. It's a hand kept by Watkins. He's got the 1st down and more across the 35, up across the 30. Breck County picks up the 1st down for Kyron Watkins, and he was brought down on the play by Felty for Grayson County. Give him up to the 28-yard line, and that's the read option that Grayson County has been killing Breckinridge County in this game, and he picks up 16 yards on the run. 6.5 and counting to play. Danger zone here for Grayson County. Walker lines up behind Watkins. Obviously the Tigers, and no rush whatsoever. Watkins with 3 on the play clock, hands it, and he gives it off to Walker, who runs over a Cougar across the 25-yard line and gets up to the 22. Watkins was blown up in the backfield, and he gets it up to the 23-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 5, and Grayson, they need to stop. There's no other way to put it. The time is not running into their advantage at all with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play here tonight. Second and 5. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 15-12. Man in motion, Spitzer from the far side to the near side. Watkins looks to roll here to the near side. He's got room across the 20. He's got the first down inside the 15. Steps out of bounds, though. He steps out of bounds as he gets down to the 14 or 13-yard line, and that's a pretty good spot as they give him up to the 13, 10-yard pickup. This is one of these situations for Grayson. It's kind of like one of these things where if you're not going to stop them, there's a timeout taken by Grayson County with 5:03 to play, and Shane Decker, who is the de facto defensive coordinator, is coming out to get into his defense and fire them up. Because it's one of these situations here for Grayson. 5:01 to play. You're down by 3. A touchdown here would more than likely end it. But Grayson does have a decent passing attack. You're looking at getting driving down, attempting a field goal, and it's just kind of one of these things where you're putting a lot of pressure on your offense to knock something in. The defense has got to figure out something, and in a lot of ways, do you sit here and make a decision of, and I hate even the thought of allowing Breck County to score, but it's like if you're going to let them score and save as much time as you can. But obviously the best case scenario is stop them. Of course, Breckinridge County is without their starting running back and probable best player, Michael Johnson, on offense tonight. Grayson County has not been able to take advantage of that in this game. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Breck. Ball placed on the Grayson 13-yard line. Again, Breckinridge County leads 15-12 with 5 minutes to play in tonight's game. You got to imagine Breck's just going to keep the ball on the ground. Watkins in the pistol. Hands it off to Walker. Walker gets it up to the 10-yard line, and he's brought down towards the 9. And timeout's going to be taken by Grayson County. 4:53 to play. It'll be 2nd down, about 6 coming up for the Tigers out of this timeout. At least I believe that was a timeout taken by Grayson County. I thought I saw a whistle blown on the far side, but now they're going to wind it. So I guess it wasn't. 2nd down and 6. The Fighting Tigers need to get the ball to the 3-yard line. They're obviously in no rush whatsoever. The Fighting Tigers calling their fans to their feet. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the right. Walker is behind the senior quarterback, Watkins. They will hand it off to Walker, who gets up to the 6-yard line where he's going to be brought down by Grayson County. And that will be a pickup of 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 3. 4:10 and counting to play in tonight's game. Grayson has 2 timeouts remaining. And this is one of these things that they almost have to decide, when do you use your timeouts? So it's down to the 6. Breck needs to get to the 3. 3rd down and 3. If they score a 1st down, I almost think you have to just let them score. Because you put it into a 2-possession game. They'll go pistol. 3rd down and 3 coming up for Breck. Spitzer goes in motion. Watkins rolls out to the far side. He's looking to carry it up across the numbers, and he's stopped for maybe a loss of 1 yard. And I think in this situation, you take a timeout if you're Grayson County. It'll be 4th down and about 3 or 4. Grayson's going to let the clock run, and this is a hell of a decision for Brent Hoddle. Sidney Tucker has never attempted a field goal. as it's a loss of 1 yard. Breck County needs to get the ball to the 3. So it's 4th down and 4 for Breckinridge County deep in their own territory. Brent Hoddle is going to let this time run all the way down, and he's going to call a timeout, and he's going to discuss it. Sidney Tucker never attempted a field goal. So there'll be a timeout taken. I wish we had a play clock to be able to give you something official on when this timeout will be taken. And Hoddle will take it with 2:40. Well, it should be 2:42. They gave him an extra second. It's the home clock here run at Breckinridge County. So it'll all come down to this. A first down for Breckinridge County might end it. Grayson County stops them, and they get the ball back. But they're going to have to go the length of the field to try and pick up a touchdown. Sam Gormley here with you on the call tonight. Your K105 Digital Productions crew, Cody Brock running the camera. Chase Blaine is your producer for tonight's broadcast. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play in tonight's game. Grayson County will have 2 timeouts remaining should they get the ball back. Again, it'll be Breckinridge County, 4th down and 4. The Tigers lead the Cougars of Grayson 15-12. The Breck County faithful trying to cheer their team on to what would be a massive victory. They are 0-6 coming into tonight's game. And here it comes. 15-12. Breck leads. It'll be 4th down and 4. They need to get the ball to the 3. The ball is taken from the far hash. Walker lines up in the pistol behind Kyron Watkins. Grayson County, and a timeout is going to be taken by Brent Hoddle. Another one in this situation, and with 2 minutes and 41 seconds to play here in tonight's game. Again, if you're just joining us, Breck County led 8-0 at the half after a Watkins touchdown pass to Henning from 20 yards out. They made the 2-point conversion. They led 8-0. Grayson County scored their touchdown on their first drive of the third quarter. They missed the 2-point conversion. It was 8-6. Immediately, Breck County had an answer. Watkins had a 50-yard touchdown pass, and they took what was a 15-6 lead. Grayson County then, just a few moments ago, with 8 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the game, had a 16-yard touchdown pass from Kaylor Decker to Hunter Toms. Right now, here's where we're at. Breckinridge County leads 15-12. It'll be 4th down and 4 from the 7-yard line. Breckinridge County needs to get to the 3. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to play in tonight's game. The Fighting Tigers are going to go for it. They're going to go 3 wide receivers down here to the near side, probably to pull some people out of the box. You got to imagine this is a run in this situation. Watkins going to roll out, looks down. He's going to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. Grayson County's going to get the ball back with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play. They pass the ball on 4th down and 4. Grayson will have the ball placed on their own 7-yard line. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in tonight's game. We can take you back to just a few weeks ago, the last game that Kaylor Decker appeared in. September the 10th against Butler County, the Cougars marched all the way down the field, had it with a chance to win with a minute left, had 2 passes dropped inside the 10-yard line. What will they do with this situation? It's placed on their own 7. Trips here to the near side. The senior quarterback, Kaylor Decker, rolls out to pass, and he's got to run away from a man, and he just throws it away, and it is incomplete. Intended for a sliding Hunter Toms over the middle, and Decker obviously caught a break there. If he would have been sacked, that would have been a safety, and that probably would have been the ball game. And the man who is chasing after Kaylor Decker is down from what appears to potentially be a cramp in the end zone. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play here in tonight's game. It is Breckinridge County 15, Grayson County 12. So Grayson County does have a kicker in Jackson Kane, who does have a leg under him. He missed earlier this season from 43. It was long enough. It was just wide right. what would Brian Jones potentially put his junior kicker into a situation? Obviously, I'm sure Jones would love an opportunity just to win the game in this situation. But it is something that he has in the back of his mind. 2:22 to play. Cougars trail by 3. Out of the injury timeout, it's thrown off into the flat. The pass is complete at about the 10-yard line. The ball stays in bounds, though, so Grayson County's got to hurry. It's a 3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 7. Coming up for Grayson County. Decker corrals his offense, trying to deliver the play call. 15-12. Grayson County trails Breckinridge County. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. Decker to pass. 3-step drop. Now rolls out here to the near side. He's got to run away from a Breckinridge County player. He's looking maybe to scramble. He gets across the 10, across the 15. Sidesteps, gets outside across the 20-yard line. And that should be a 1st down, Cougars. The Breckinridge County coaching staff said he stepped out a little bit beforehand, but I think that was a good call. 10-yard pickup. Kaylor Decker knew exactly where he needed to get to, and he gets out of bounds. That's a senior leader. 1:52 to play in tonight's game. Grayson County trails 15-12. They have the ball placed on their own 20-yard line. Felty in the game right now in the backfield. Trips to the left side. It'll be Kaylor Decker. He rolls out to the far side, looking to pass. He has a man, and it is complete to Van Meter, and he's blown up by Spitzer as he catches it. Van Meter holds on at the 1st down marker. That's enough for a 1st down. That'll move the chains with 1:38 to play here in tonight's game. They run the clock with 1:34 and counting to play. Ball placed on the Grayson County 30-yard line, and a timeout now is going to be taken by Breckinridge County with 1 minute and 27 seconds to play here tonight. Grayson County does have 2 timeouts remaining, 1:27 to play. Jackson Kane, again, is the Cougar kicker. His long in his career is 27. He has missed from 43 this season, and like we had mentioned, it had the leg. It was just wide right. Would Brian Jones, how close would it have to be to give Jackson Kane a chance, or would he rather try and win it when you're on the road against Breckinridge County? 15-12. Breck leads Grayson. 1 minute, 27 seconds to play here in tonight's game. This has been a phenomenal football game here on Thursday night from Harned. 1st down and 10 will come up for Grayson. Ball placed on their own 30-yard line. They need to go 70 yards, but they only trail by 3, so a field goal would tie. Trips to the left side. Ball placed in the far hash. Decker, high snap, throws a screen. It is complete at the 29-yard line. Gets across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, Grayson. And it goes out of bounds on the far side. Hunter Toms on the pass completion. And actually doesn't look like he got the 1st down. Looks like they're going to stop him about 2 yards short. Back to the 38-yard line. But it does go out of bounds, does Toms. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 for Grayson. They trail by 3 in this situation, 1:24 to play in tonight's game. Bratcher comes down here to the near side. Again, they'll go 3 to the left. Decker looks back towards the sideline, potentially getting a play call. Good snap. Decker looks to the left side, looks to pass down the far side. It is complete. And inbounds, 1st down, Grayson County. Going up top to grab that one was Grayson County's Jaron Van Meter. He went high up to grab it, up to the 43-yard line. And that is enough for a 1st down, Cougars into Breckinridge County territory. 1 minute, 15 seconds and counting. The clock is running. Grayson trails by 3. Decker, 3-step drop, throws a screen to Toms. Toms gets across the 40, across the 35, and that's where he's brought down in the middle of the field. Timeout will be taken by Grayson County with 1:03 to play in tonight's game as Toms gets that one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Grayson County. 1:03 to play here tonight. Grayson County now has just 1 timeout remaining. Breckinridge County has none. The Cougars have never led in this game. They trailed 8-0 at the end of the 1st half. They got it to within 2 at 8-6, and now they're within 3 in this situation. At this point, you would be looking at about a 52-yard field goal, which I believe would be a program record. I think 50 is the program record made by James Gaither back in, I think, either the late 90s or the early 2000s. I think that's one of the stats that the illustrious sports writer Don Brown has told me. Out of the timeouts. 1:05 to play here in tonight's game. Grayson County has it second down and short. They're not really worrying that much about first downs. They need to worry about getting it close to a field goal or a potential touchdown. Decker keeps it himself. He gets outside the numbers across the 30-yard line, runs out of bounds at the 26. And the clock takes about an extra second off the clock. That's the home clock for you here at Breckinridge County High School. And he runs it out of bounds up to the 25-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup for Decker. Most importantly, it is a first down. Ball placed on the 25-yard line. 58.6 seconds on the clock. Grayson County has it on the Breckinridge County 25-yard line. You're looking at a 43-yard field goal in this situation, which Jackson Kane has attempted from this season and missed. Wide right. 58.6 seconds on the clock. Bratcher comes down here towards the near side, trips to the left side. Shotgun formation here for Grayson County. Decker looks to pass now. He's going to scramble across the left side. He's brought down from behind after picking up maybe about 1 yard. No gain, actually, is what they'll officially say, up to the 25-yard line. Cougars hurry it up. 48 seconds and counting here to play in this game. Grayson trails by 3, 15-12. Decker will snap, and that's going to be intentional grounding, I believe, because Decker wasn't under center when he took the spike. I believe that is the rule, but Brent Hoddle isn't catching it, and neither are the officials. I believe a spike has to be taken under center. They changed the rule. They changed the rule last summer. Okay, I'm glad that I was not correct on that, because I knew that there was a situation not too long ago in a game that I was watching where that came into impact. It might have even been a Grayson County game. Third down and 10 for Grayson. Ball placed on the 25-yard line. 40.7 seconds to play here tonight. Cougars trail 15-12. Trips to the left side. Decker looks to pass, now looking out to scramble. Scrambles back here towards the near side. He's got a lot of daylight if he wants to run it. He is going to run it across the 25, across the 20, gets out of bounds at about the 14-yard line, and a penalty flag comes in, a late hit penalty that's going to be called on Breckinridge County. We're waiting on an official signal, but that looks like it's what it's going to be, and that's going to put the Cougars knocking on the door of a touchdown. It is a personal foul called against Breckinridge County, as it would have been a yard short. Instead, Grayson County is going to get the ball first down and goal from the 7-yard line. Now you're thinking in this situation, a field goal is 100% in order. But if you're Grayson, all you're thinking about is touchdown. 31 seconds on the clock. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 15-12. The Cougars started this drive back at their own 7-yard line. This will be the 10th play of the drive. It has taken just over 2 minutes. Grayson trails by 3. They've never led in this game. They've trailed by as many as 9. They just stopped Breckinridge County deep in their own territory on the last play. Decker rolls out to the far side. He has Van Meter if he wants to throw it. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete. So it was intended for both Van Meter and Toms, but it falls incomplete. 25.1 seconds on the clock. Grayson County, if it gets to be fourth down, it'll be a really interesting decision for Brian Jones. 25.1 seconds on the clock. Grayson trails by 3. What a ball game this has been. Cougars break the huddle. They have the ball at the 7. Obviously, they need to get to the end zone. Second down and goal coming up. Cougars have 1 timeout remaining. Breckinridge County does not have any. Felty is the running back beside Decker to the left. Decker rolls out towards that left side. Looks to the end zone. Still scrambles, and he is going to be brought down, slammed down out of bounds with 18.4 seconds to play. And that actually might be a loss of yardage for Decker. Looks like maybe a loss of 1 back to the 8. 18.4 seconds. It'll be third down and goal from the 8 for Grayson County. Breckinridge County's secondary has done an unbelievable job in stopping Grayson County on this exact play. If Grayson doesn't score here, this will be a hell of a decision for Brian Jones. A really tough call. Do you play for overtime or do you go for the kill? It's a shotgun formation. Wood is in the backfield. Trips here to the near side this time. Kaylor Decker going to run this one himself. He's up across the 5-yard line where he's going to be brought down at the 4-yard line. They're going to stop the clock with 12.4, and Brian Jones is going to call a timeout. Jackson Kane is going to run onto the field to go for the tie. It'll be from the far hash. They're going to officially place it at the 5-yard line. Jackson Kane, the junior kicker, 1 of 2 on field goals in his career. He's made from 27. He's missed from 43. This one will be taken from the 5-yard line, so you're looking at about a 23-yard field goal. Taken here from the junior kicker, Jackson Kane. If this one is no good, that is the ball game. It all comes down to this. You can't draw it up any better. The junior kicker, Jaron Van Meter, is the holder. Brian Jones is talking with something. He's just cheering on his team. Jaron Van Meter is the holder. Jackson Kane is the kicker. It'll be about a 22-yard field goal that would send us potentially into overtime. High snap. Grayson County's not going to get it. He's blown up, and Breckinridge County is going to win the game by a final score of 15-12. As it was a high snap, Van Meter couldn't go up to grab it, and Breckinridge County is going to win tonight by a final score of 15-12. They'll go into the victory formation and close it out. The Cougars will move to 3-4 on the season. The Tigers will move to 1-6. So they'll go into the victory formation. Breckinridge County will close this one out, and they'll win tonight by a final score of 15-12 after Grayson drives the length of the field and can't finish it off. Breck County improves to 1-6. Cougars fall to 3-4 on the season. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Cougar Football on K105.
Breckinridge County defeats Grayson County tonight by a final score of 15-12 after the Cougars miss a field goal with about 8 seconds to play in the game. A high snap was what caused it, and the Fighting Tigers are celebrating on the field and pick up what is a massive win for this program, their first win of the season. They haven't beat Grayson County since 2015, and they pick up the win here today by a final score of 15-12. Coming up next, we'll jump into the fifth quarter show. We'll talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Brian Jones, run down the scoring from this game and more, as this is Cougar Football on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
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 Visit Habitat.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at Think First Amendment.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Live online at K105.com, via Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. And now, with the 5th quarter show, here's Sam Gormley.
Tough night to be a Cougar, as the Grayson County Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 15-12. They drive the length of the field in 2.5 minutes, had a chance to tie with a field goal, but a high snap ends it for Grayson. And it's pretty much, we were talking here with our crew as we were wrapping up this game. You look back to the Butler County game, it was 2 drop passes at the end. One of those passes is caught, Grayson County wins the game. Tonight, a better snap. Does Jackson Kane knock it through? Who knows? And when I say this, you look through, and I'm sure Coach Jones can go through and look at 50 other things during the game that caused Breckinridge County to win this game tonight. It was by no means that Grayson County playing a poor game that allowed the Fighting Tigers to win. Breckinridge County deserves a lot of credit. I mean, you look at this, the Fighting Tigers came into tonight's game allowing 47 points a game, allowed 34 in every single game, and 44 in 4 of the 5. Tonight they hold Grayson County to 12. 1-2. 2 touchdowns. There you go. This defense for Breckinridge County deserves a lot of credit. In Grayson County, the offense moved, and it is amazing on how similar, how it's pretty much the exact opposite of what we saw last week against Muhlenberg County, where Grayson County didn't move the ball a lot, but scored. And tonight, Grayson County moved the ball pretty well, but didn't score. Football's a weird game. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we'll hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Brian Jones, and I know that this loss probably feels even worse than it would on a typical day because if you're a listener, you know what they've been through. You know what they've been through over these past 10 days. And when you have that dwelling on you and you have a heartbreaker, the world feels a whole lot bigger. And or a whole lot smaller, rather. And it, as Coach Jones, I'm sure he'll say, some things are a whole lot bigger than the game of football. And tonight's might just be one of these situations where, you're playing with a heavy heart, it's tough. Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 15-12. We'll come back, have a little bit more coming up. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
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 Visit habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Cougar Football on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Cougars have fallen tonight by a final score of 15-12. Heartbreaker. No other way to put it. It's a heartbreaker for Grayson County tonight. It's their second heartbreaking loss of the season. They've had 3 on the field. 2 of them have been heartbreaking varieties. And, I mean, you look at it and they go your way. You're 5-2 right now, and you're feeling really good. And really, you could even say that the Barron County game was a heartbreaker as well, because you lost it only because you had a positive test on your COVID on your team. And that's the only reason why you, quote-unquote, lost that game. So, I mean, you've had in your 3 losses this season, or your 4 losses this season, 3 of them have been kind of heartbreakers. And it's tough for a team. There's just no other way to put it here tonight, as Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 15-12. I think I saw Coach Jones making his way up, but it's kind of a labyrinth to get up here to try and find us up here at the top of the press box here at Breckinridge County High School. Warren East, final score, defeats Warren Central tonight by a final score of 41-14. And Owensboro has defeated Muhlenberg County 65-13. That's the final score. Owensboro's next game is against Graves County in 2 weeks. So that should be a heck of a contest coming up here in a couple of weeks between the Graves County Eagles and the Owensboro Red Devils. Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 15-12. It sounds like Coach Jones is making his way up the stairs right now, so we'll get a chance to talk with him in just a moment. As Grayson tonight, again, they had their chance. They drove the length of the field but it just did not fall into their realm, and it's just heartbreaking. There's just no other way to put it when you look at this and how this game has gone here coming up as Coach Jones makes his way over to us. And yeah, I think the plank there is a little bit done. Coach, as I was saying, your team has, if you ask the KHSAA, 4 losses on the season. And in a way, you could say 3 of them are heartbreaking. 1, out of your control because of COVID, to Barron. Butler County, off the fingertips of 2 passes, and tonight you drive the length of the field and had a chance to tie, had a chance to win. What are you saying to your team after 3 heartbreaking losses?
I told them it's on me. I feel like to this day, and I'll say it till I go to my grave, I guess, I think we're a better team than Butler and Breck, and we weren't tonight, and we weren't on that night, but, we didn't execute when we needed to. We didn't finish drives when we needed to. We were inside the 20-yard line several times tonight and didn't get to come away with points. And, ultimately that falls on me and the coaching staff. We got to do a better job. We'll keep working, and, I don't know, 2021's been like a year of no other.
I was saying, talking with our crew up here, and this game in a lot of ways kind of felt like the opposite of last week, where last week you didn't have a ton of yards, but punched in some touchdowns when you had it. Tonight, you moved the ball a little bit better, but didn't capitalize, win that. Was that credit to Breck, or was that more on your end?
I thought, I thought we kind of moved the ball at will. It just, when it, we'd stall late in a drive, and, maybe some of those we should have kicked, but we tried an extra point, tried a field goal late, and didn't get either one of them off because we couldn't get a snap. Special teams is, ultra important. We've tried changing snappers, and that's something that I guess we're going to have to revisit again, because we got to give Jackson a chance there to put one through the uprights to extend the game. And if you can't get it on the tee, it don't matter how good he is, and he's really good. So we got to find a way to get it on the tee and have him have a chance to extend that game for us.
That last drive, it didn't end in any points. But you as a coach probably have to be at least somewhat feel good that drive went 13 plays, that 12 of those plays went really well. Your offense was moving. Kaler was extending plays. Does that at least make you feel at least somewhat positive moving into next week, or because the result wasn't positive at the end, it doesn't really matter?
No, obviously it was everything we wanted. We had to get down there and have a chance, and so offensively we did everything we could do except get 6 or 3 to either win it or tie it. And the execution on that last drive was almost textbook. It couldn't have went much better. We got out of bounds when we needed to get out of bounds. We hurried up when we needed to hurry up. It was really, about as good as you can get, to be honest with you. Several of the plays ended in first downs to stop the clock, and the kids did a really good job there. And actually, we worked that yesterday. We went 2-minute-0, and it looked really good yesterday in practice, and they come right back out and did it again today. It's gut-wrenching to lose the way we've lost a couple of these.
You're mentioning that, and we've also talked, it's no secret your team has been through a lot off the field. As a coach, you talk a lot about games bigger than football.
Yeah.
How do you help your team through this? Sometimes when things aren't working off the field, you could go on the field, have some success, and work it off. And not that there weren't successful things tonight, but that's gonna dawn. How do you work through that as a coach and help them through this?
Fall break probably couldn't come at a better time for us, to be honest with you. Get the kids a few days off and some time away from football, and and hopefully that'll reignite us for the last couple games of the year, because we're going to see some pretty good opponents. I think Ohio County is going to be about like Breck. Owensboro is top 5 team in the state, and
Harned County's playing pretty good, really good.
Harned County has had a heck of a year and is much better than they've been in years past, and so we've got 3 really tough ball games ahead of us. So we'll try to continue to work to improve, I think the break will do us some good, hopefully, to just have some time off, and then like I said, hopefully we'll come back re-energized and ready to get to work. I still think our best game this year is probably Edmonson County as far as execution and finishing drives and what have you, and we have had a lot go on since then. That's we had the week off with COVID, and then we come back and we played pretty good against McLean. But I don't feel like we've really fired on all cylinders since that very first week. So hopefully we can get healthy over the break and get back to work after the fall break and try to punch out a few wins and hopefully still make the playoffs. We're still the controller of our own destiny as far as playoffs go. We beat Ohio County. It will get us in, and it's mathematically, I'm sure we could still end up as the 3, and so it. I don't know. It's tough. This week was a short week and a tough week, and Kaylor only got back for 1 practice, and I think there were some times that you could tell he'd been off a little weak, but I mean he still had a heck of a game. I mean
you wouldn't think about that if you wouldn't have told somebody and they were just watching this game. He didn't look like somebody who had not been playing really at all.
And we just knew it a little bit on a few of our reads when they went man coverage on us and stuff.
Passes,
the man coverage threw him off a little bit, and that's just he didn't have a lot of reps this week against it, and so like I said, I think the break will do us some good to get healthy and hopefully come back with a little energy and fired up to close out the last 3 regular season games and hopefully a playoff game.
Coach, I appreciate it. We'll see you here in 2 weeks against Ohio County.
Thanks.
That's head coach Brian Jones. So you're coming up after this.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back to Breckinridge County High School, where the Cougars have fallen tonight to Breckinridge County by a final score of 15-12. As we'll run down the scoring and how we got here. No scoring in the first quarter, but Breckinridge County struck first early on in the second with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Watkins to Henning, and they took an 8-0 lead into the half. The third quarter, Breckinridge County, weird sequence, gave them the ball at the 50-yard line. Jaron Van Meter, though, had an answer as he picked off the Kyron Watkins pass, giving Grayson County good field position, and they did exactly what they should do with it. 4-yard touchdown run by Michael Wood. The extra point failed, so it was 8-6. Immediately, though, Breck County had an answer, a 50-yard touchdown pass from Watkins, and they made it a 15-6 lead. Grayson County answered early on in the fourth quarter, a 16-yard touchdown pass from Kaylor Decker to Hunter Toms to make it a 15-12 game. Breckinridge County drove the length of the field after Grayson County attempted an onside kick, and Grayson stopped Breck at the 7-yard line to give them the ball back. They drove the length of the field to Grayson County, had the ball 4th down and goal, attempted a field goal that would have tied and sent us into Grayson County's first overtime game in nearly 20 years. And the snap was high, and Grayson County falls tonight by the final score of 15-12. No game next week for Grayson County. Instead, they will be playing 2 weeks from tomorrow night at home against Ohio County. October 15th will be the official start time. 7 o'clock is the start time of that game. October the 15th will be the game then. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work tonight. Cody Brock was your camera operator. Chase Blaine was your director. So for them, on a night where the Grayson County Cougars fall by a final score of 15-12 to Breckinridge County, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.